Aloha, it's Dave Lawrence. How are you? Hope you're awesome. Today we're welcoming a legendary cat who is part of a team of brothers. They've been on the reggae scene for decades, roots going back to the late 60s in Jamaica. Their 87 mega hit, Bad Boys, ended up being the theme for the Cops TV show. Their roots connect with Third World, actually. We just had as guests the great Cat Core. These cats return March 24th. Aloha Stadium, they're coming March 25th to the MAC in Kahului, Maui. Our friend Ziggy Marley on the bill at both of them. It's one of the legendary names in all of reggae. It's a pleasure to welcome from Inner Circle, the great Roger Lewis. Aloha, brother.
Yes, my brother. Heal up, my brethren. Well, I'm not so great. When I'll be great is when the world is much better placed, and I will be great.
Well, you know, we appreciate what you've done through the years and all the music.
Well,
and
you know, we love the music. Even if we don't even get a 1 cent, we still love the music, my brother. Yes, sir. You have a Black American Express? Just mail it to me, man. You in Honolulu?
I am in Honolulu.
Yeah, the man of the man, I said the man have to bring him birth cert if he get it. Like Bob Marley. Bob Marley saying, roadblock. I'd produce my birth certificate.
Bruh, I'll be hooking with you on about a week and a half. Week and a day.
Brother.
I'll be there. Thank you for your time, dude. It means a lot that you would connect with me. I've never gotten to talk with you before. When was your first visit to Hawaii, Roger?
I know it's somewhere in the 90s, but I can't. Oh, yes. It must have been in the late 90s or something. That week, early 90s, we came there with Lucky Dubé.
Oh, wow.
That was at the Blaisdell Center. That is when Jelly's Records and all those things and records was good and the music was great. And
Records.
Yeah, records.
Remember them?
Not CDs so much, records.
I remember it, my brother. Was reggae already huge here? It's kind of been an evolution.
Yeah, man. Reggae, you know, as the island breeze it blow from Jamaica. And it blow right across the whole world, and that island people are one, in one heart and one vibes. Especially island people that been kind of, colonized and imperialized like us.
Oppressed.
Jamaica, you know?
Right. Yeah. The spirit of where reggae really comes from.
Yeah, it's a spirit music, man, and Hawaiian people have the spirit in their heart, man, like no others, man.
Really? Is that really
real?
Is there any other island community, Roger, you've noticed that has a subgenre like Jawaiian that you've noticed around the world?
Well, not where I've gone. Maybe it's there, but I have never heard it.
But you know what I'm talking about, Jawaiian.
Yeah, I know, man.
It's wild how strong it is out here, the connection to...
It's very strong in all of Asia, man.
Say that again?
It says very strong in many parts of Asia.
Yeah, it's true. And you know, it's a weird observation when I was talking with Matisyahu one time about how strong reggae is here. He pointed out to me, he said, and it was a really interesting statement. He said, you'd be really surprised reggae is really strong all over the country. Some kid in Des Moines, Iowa, you know, relates to Bob Marley just like a kid in Africa. Or, you know, it's
the same social thread that run through all human beings. And when you put all human beings in a way that things relate to them, they understand. If it don't too relate to you and you don't have, the understanding, it don't touch you. But, it is very difficult not to touch nearly all human beings because reggae music is simplistic in its way, man, and very, catchy in its rhythm,
And yet you're from the root of it all there. What's your first memory of reggae touching your life, Roger?
Well, I remember when I was a young man in the early 60s, a youth, and my sisters couldn't go nowhere without me. My father said, you go with him or you don't go. And they went to a musical concert. And I remember Byron Lee playing, and I seen hearing the instruments live for the first time. I was taken definitely to another place, man. And I say, I never left that place that it took me to, man. I remember I used to take bus, walk, jump fence, crawl on the fence to watch Byron Lee and Vikings with Derek Ariat and Sonny and Victor Wong. And I used to go down and see festival with Desmond Decker. Girls like sun, to match every man. Bam, ba, ba, do, bam, bam, bam. Yeah.
Desmond,
never
bro.
Forget those things, man.
Desmond, you're throwing the deep stuff at me, bro. I'm high-fiving you, dropping that one in there.
Yeah, man, I tell you, man, Desmond Decan Toots.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man, that's what I really grew up with, you know what I mean?
What was the venue, the name of the place you were seeing a lot of this stuff at?
Well, I used to really go to the Carib Theater And I remember seeing festival at the stadium. I say festival at a place they used to call Sprastons. All them places they gone long time, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you to take the bus and walk, and you love it. You know, if you love it, you love it.
What's your connection today to Jamaica? And I mean, do you have a place there?
Yeah, man. You're always in Jamaica, always, and we're doing work with all man like Don Corleone. We're doing work with Ayactine. We're doing work with Freddie's sons, Genius McGregor. We're still connected well, man.
What part of the country do you have a place in?
No, in Kingston.
Okay, so in Kingston.
Kingston in the hills. But, one of these days when we maybe make a little more dollars, because you can't do nothing without the dollars, I'd really like a place down in the country, you know?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I've been there just once.
We're not getting no younger.
No. When you think of, you mentioned it, you were talking like a little bit about that period of your life in the late 70s. You mentioned this, I think this place, when you talk about the stadium, you were on a really historic bill at that stadium. Yeah, the Reggae Peace Concert, 1978.
1978.
What are memories of being part of what is really one of the most important concerts ever in Jamaica? Well,
see, Chief, is not even the event, the actual event, you know. It's everything that led up to it. You know, because we was there in Kingston. We knew all the participants. We didn't know Mr. Siaga very well. But remember from 1972, when a lot of people in the world was just talking and say, oh, Bob Marley was not a political kind of man. We was doing the 1972 PNP bandwagon that had Bob Marley on it, had Max Romeo, Clancy Eccles. Inner Circle was backing up all those artists for Michael Manley to become Prime Minister of Jamaica.
You're saying that's the root of it all. It started way back there in the early 70s.
Well, it's not a matter of roots to say what the problem or not the problem, but I'm saying there was the music within the political thread from 1972.
Right, where it started, sort of the connection.
It started from the PNP bandwagon with Michael Party of Michael Manley. And Bob was there. We was backing up Bob. That is how Inner Circle get to play Stir It Up on Bob's first album.
Was because you guys
Catch a Fire, because we used to back up Bob, Peter, and Bunny nearly 2-3 nights a week on the PNP bandwagon that stretched for about 1 year, going all over Jamaica.
And those gigs, were you guys backing them up with other bands playing too?
No other band. One band in a circle.
Wow.
So we used to back up Bob and Peter, them 4 or 5 songs. We used to back up Clancy Eccles. We used to back up Max Romeo, Bibi Seaton, them, Ken Boot. Yeah.
And this was, as you pointed out, the thread. That's a great way of describing it. The thread that leads to that concert, so to speak.
Yeah, and then through music. And remember, Bob was away in England after the shoot halftime, and he came back. And then all the participants, the man from Garden, Claude Massapan, Bucky Marshall, and all those people. Well, when that was mentioned now, many men don't know that we were integrally, along with Tommy Cowan, putting the whole physical concert together, the instruments, the stage, everything. That's why I was so happy to be a part of that and actually to play on that concert.
Right, and you're saying your role was a lot deeper than most people realize in the production.
There's a lot of history that don't write, but we have never been people that thought we were big stars and have to push up on anything. We just put with art is everything.
Ziggy holds you in very high regard. I just talked to him yesterday.
Love him, I used to carry over him father sometime at night time with Skill Cole way out to 9 Mile Boat Bay. So I know Ziggy for me was a young man coming up, him and Steven and everything. Bob is great, man. Big up the gang, man.
That's the greatest image. So you remember when he was a little kid, you carried him as a baby?
Well, not as a baby. He was a little bit bigger when I kind of know him, maybe 7, 8 years old. But I know them from that time till now. They call me Uncle.
Wow. Yeah.
If you talk to Steve and I say Roger, and say Uncle.
Is there a memory that you've got, Roger, where you realize this kid is going to carry the legacy of his pop?
Well, I tell you the truth, boss, from my heart. I never really, this thing even till today never really dropped in my mind, because you never, we had a situation with Jacob Miller.
Right, yep.
And Jacob died in March 1980.
Your legendary frontman.
Yeah, and Jacob was very good with Bob, very good friends with Bob, became very tight with Bob. before he died, just before. As a matter of fact, he was traversing physically that day when he crashed from between Bob them and halfway tree and picking up his kids, and Jacob became very tight with him.
That's heavy.
Yeah, like good friends, man.
So
I went to Brazil together. We were doing an album, and it flew off with Chris Blackwell them. And I can even send you a picture there with the Brazilian footballers and Bob and Jacob together.
That is very heavy.
Yeah. And then, Bob come around and, condolences because they really check for Jakes. And, history is so wicked and life is so wicked that literally 1 year later, Bob was also
gone.
Yeah.
That's heavy. So Ziggs, like I'm saying, so when you think of him, do you think like you look at him as a sort of cat? I mean, today, is he?
Ziggy is powerful, in the moon way, as him say, him true to himself, and he's very kind of reserved sometimes when you're around him. Cause we did a lot of shows with him in Australia, New Zealand, and Asia 2 years ago. That's about the last time I saw him. But the drummer, Lancelot, is very close to him. What some people would say is extremely reserved. But when he come out of his shell, he's a man of enough vibes.
Yeah, man.
Enough vibes, for real.
In Hawaii, they call it the mana. The magic.
And, Steven is a little more aggressive in his music and other things, I'm more closer to Steven because I say Steven more affluent. And we have a musical facility here, which both him and Junior Gang come and, record and jam here with us,
Where are you at when you say here?
Well, right, in Miami.
Okay, you're in Miami now.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool, brother.
Miami is like Jamaica number 2. Haitian, Jamaican, everybody mix up. Some of the biggest shows
are there
in Miami. Biggest reggae show, best of the best. We just had last week Ali Campbell from All UB40 and Toots and Daddy Roy, you Roy. Well, I'm going to wear you to the ball tonight. Chicka bow.
I love it.
Chicka bow, wow, wow.
Roger is singing for me. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice Friday when you got Roger
man.
Lewis.
Hold on a second, Dave.
Sure.
Talk to the man a little bit, man. The man said want to talk to you. Just 2 minutes, man. The man is rough, man. It's National Public Radio, man. Yeah, I was trying to get Ian to talk to you, man, but he says he's got to do a run and pick up his daughter.
No, it's kind. I mean, I appreciate it. Dude, getting to talk to you means a lot, and hopefully at the concert maybe we can record another.
Yeah, man, that would be lovely, man, because you seem like a man that really love the music and really vibe in it,
Oh, I totally do. I hope you can tell.
Yeah,
I mean,
sometimes a man, people in Diners Russia ask the same old fool question, and I'm gone, what are you going to play for us? What are you going to do for us? What song is this? And are you going to make the people dance? Wow.
I know. I'm a pretty, I know Ziggy pretty well. I've done this a long, long time. It means a lot, bro. I'll give you a hug, you saying that. You got time for just a couple more questions, though?
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. I got good ones here. So, a cat that, when you talk about personalities that mean a lot or that you've gotten to be close to, you think about the Marleys. Let's turn to another major personality that at least your music is associated with. You may never have crossed paths with him, but Eddie Murphy, he famously used your song in one of his movies. Did you ever get to meet him and spend time with him?
Well, the funniest thing you ask that in life, the great Eddie Murphy in 1990-something.
Yep.
We went to, when he had that song, that one song he put out.
His hit single or whatever.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it.
I can't either.
Yeah, well, we were playing an headline in the Montreux Music Festival in Switzerland.
Okay, the Jazz Fest.
And he was opening for us.
Wow.
And also there, doing introductions for them at Montreux was Quincy Jones.
Oh, wow, dude.
So that was, and so I'm just giving you a look, he asked me about Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
Well, the hotel today where we were staying, and everyone was staying there, to the venue was not very far, maybe 100 yards. And many times we're out there standing and we see Quincy Jones walking down and come, and we would all say to one another, you go and ask the man for autograph. Nobody wanted to because he's so great that we were afraid that he would, And then when eventually, the funniest thing about it is that he came across and said, you guys, and we were so, wow, Quincy Jones talking to us, and the man was so gracious and nice. I still have that memory till today, man. Very nice, man. Very humble, man. He came in the night and he introduced the band in a circle from Jamaica, and he was holding on with us and thinking, this man don't even need to do that.
That
so
is...
I have that great memory of a great gracious memory of Quincy Jones. Well, Eddie Murphy himself, I mean, he was a little bit more standoffish, and they had a cultural group from, I think it was Mauritius, one of those Eastern African islands, and the kids wanted so much to meet the man, and the man refused to even 2 seconds, even to push his head out and say hello and go back in. So that's my truthful
that's how it's
memory
got to
of
be.
Eddie Murphy.
That's a valuable memory when you show it down like that. Yeah, that's tough. Sometimes it can be like that. Not everybody is as giving, but that's a great one on Quincy. I'm gonna.
Yeah, man, I tell you.
Oh, that gave me chills when you were telling it, brother.
When you see a man as great as Quincy Jones, everybody think, man, there's no time for us. But I don't even want to say hello. And really, everyone's like, "Go, you get the autograph. You go get it." No, man, I'm not going to Quincy. You go. And the man probably, come over. That was good, man. A very gracious, nice, humble man, man.
Did he give you? Did you end up? I'm assuming you got pictures and autographs of it, or?
Yeah, we got pictures. We didn't bother with the autograph. We talk so long with the man because usually somebody of that stature maybe come over for a minute or two. So, hi, bop, bop, bop.
Yep.
No, he was there for nearly 1 hour talking to the man. That we were saying, wow.
That's the memory right there.
Yeah,
that's it. You don't need any autograph when you talk to them for an hour. When you talk about these people, you've done a lot of concerts where you guys have lent your services. You've been part of benefits. You've been part of festivals. Yeah. You've been part of a lot of ways of presenting your music live. When you think of your history, is there a most important concert or a couple of concerts that you're really either defined you as a band or that you look back at with such pride, it's really a crucial part of your legacy?
Well, there's no doubt the Peace concert in 1978. Definitely with Jacob, and that to me that was like the highlight, man. Can't really go back and find nothing wickeder than that for me. 1978, Jacob was there in high spirits, was there, the whole stadium in Jamaica in front of your own people. Nothing like when your own people love you, man. It's when people don't like you, don't feel good. That was very, very good, And with that, and remember from 1978, as Chris Blackwell was there, Rolling Stone was there, a lot of big people. Tauta, the keyboard player, got invited to play with the Stones, on their tour, up the next tour they were doing. And Chris Blackwell literally signed us from that concert. So that was really something great, man.
That would be number one, no question.
Yeah, for me, without a doubt, man.
And finally, as a final question today, is there a hero in your life that not so much, it could be an early hero that inspired you, but more, I guess I'm thinking, in your life today, Roger, that's sort of a guiding principle, if you will. It doesn't have to be a musical hero. It doesn't have to be a spiritual one. It could be anybody. It could be a business person, could be family, but somebody that is a guiding that you look to and you say, man, I'd like to be a little more like them, or I learned good things from them?
Well, that's a tough one because I have so many. But I really have to say somebody in the embodiment of Mother Teresa. Because you can dedicate your life to people, and especially the most downtrodden people, the people that people literally throw away. And you can dedicate your life like that. That says something. That if we as human beings could even take 10% of that, each one of us, world would really be better.
That's a beautiful thought. That's a beautiful thought. My brother, when you come to Aloha Stadium, you think we could carve out just like 10, 15 minutes, do another interview and just do something in person for the radio station? Would you mind doing that? Or?
Without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. That's no problem, man.
Because it would mean a lot to me.
No problem, man. Don't worry about that, man. This is not Eddie Murphy.
No, I know. You got a big heart. I'm going to see you at the show. I want you to travel safe. I give you a big hug.
That's the most important. Thank you, sir.
And you had fun? Was this okay?
Yeah, man. Well, I wouldn't tell you. I would just be nice. And, okay, man, very nice. Thank you, man.
I give you a big hug, and I appreciate you're welcome.
For real. You too, man. Yeah?
I feel it, brother. I'm going to see you in a couple weeks.
One love, man.
One love to you, Roger. Be safe, bro. Aloha.